Stateside 251, station Stateside 251, 251 Henry, Hotel Echo, Romeo Yankee Chime.
Yeah, roger there, Henry, 251, California, Henry, 131 Melbourne. Good afternoon to you, Henry. The operator here is Tom, Tango Oscar Mike. Operator's Tom, Henry, over. QSL, we can do that, Henry. We can do that, mate, over. Yeah, roger, Henry. 215, you're by frequency, Henry, 131 in Melbourne. It's number 1 and number 3, number 1, 131, Henry, over. 131, Tom, is that 100%? QSL, Henry, QSL. Yeah, roger there, Henry. Look, if you want to go and find a clear one, but I can't go above 40, Henry. I can't go above 40, but if you want to find a clear one, Henry, it's not a problem this side, over. QSL on the Santa Barbara, Henry, and your weather. We're located about 25 miles southeast of Melbourne in Victoria, the bottom part of Australia, Henry. And in Fahrenheit, we've got about 62 degrees Fahrenheit at the moment. We've just entered our winter, Henry. And just for your information, Henry, if it's not a problem, I am doing a video gate of us at the moment, Henry. You're doing about a 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 7. So if you have a problem, I can switch the camera off. 251 California, 131 Melbourne, Henry, over. Yeah, roger, I have a video camera going at the moment, Henry. I have a video camera going at the moment, doing a video gate for the for YouTube. I have a video running at the moment, Henry, for YouTube, over. I think it would be, Henry. You would just save it as a file, if you can save it as a file. I don't have an iPad here, Henry. I do it with a video camera, and then I convert it, and I add little bits and pieces to it, Henry. So I'm not sure about the iPad, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there at the moment doing it, Henry, over. Yeah, QSL, Henry, QSL. If you do have a look on YouTube, I'll give you where I'm going to post it, Henry. It's just under 131 Melbourne, all one word, Henry. Number 1, number 3, number 1 Melbourne. 131 Melbourne on YouTube, Henry. And I'll put it up today sometime. But at least it'll give you an idea of how you sound in my shack here, Henry, over. That's exactly what I'm doing, Henry. I just have it focused solely on the meter, and at times you do peak up to a 7, average of about 3 to 5, Henry, here in the shack, and that's what I'm doing, Henry. So hopefully the audio side will come out. But the operating conditions here, Henry, is a Kenwood 870, 5-element Yagi beam, and just a standard power. And the microphone is a studio microphone by Heil, Henry, over.
Yeah, that's a nice setup.